I would say here it is nothing but it says it says that I will measure to solid steps. Who says mensuration? Mensuration says that help to measure. I help to measure solid steps, and that is what is our topic. Is going to be topic. Clear? Here you need to understand about mensuration. About meaning of mensuration is that it will help to us to measure of solid shapes, and we will take what solid shapes, a lot of shapes. Uh, Series by we will explain each solid shapes, and as I told you, as it is saying that measuration, which means measurement of something, but in this context measurement of a solid shapes. uh, Clear? So are you understanding what am I saying? Am I saying that I am saying that we will measure of solid shapes and different points of solid shapes. We will try to understand. Okay, and this is our lecture of today. Difference between 2D and 3D figures. I hope you are clear about the mensuration. Mensuration, which means measure of something in phrases. Okay. So difference between 2D and 3D figures. What are differences between 2D and 3D figures? Already you know. One is what? We will start from 2D, then 3D. Before we talk about more, let's understand what is a 2D and what is a 3D. It is very important because it comes in subject of physics. In subject of physics, you will understand. You will study about the 2D, 3D motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line. So here what is the meaning of 2D, 3D? 2D, which means one object is moving. One object is moving only one direction. Only one direction. For example, I am in 2D. I am in 2D. I can move like that, and I can move like that. So you can also say that object can move x-axis and y-axis. This you can say this is exact meaning of 2D. Object can move x-axis and towards the y-axis. This is the meaning of 2D of object. Now it's a time to understand about 3D. What is 3D? It's nothing. It's very simple to understand it. 3D says that object will move x-axis and then y-axis, upward and downward, and one point will be add more in understanding of 3D is what? Z-axis. Yeah, you is right. Z-axis. Now you would say, what is the Z-axis in this context? What is a Z-axis? Don't worry, I am here. I will explain. What were you saying? What is a Z-axis? Z-axis. Our point was Z-axis. Z-axis is nothing but a direction. A direction. As we were understanding, object will move x-axis, left and right, towards the left and right, which means x-axis. Similar, then also object can move y-axis, towards upward and downward. It was the meaning of 2D. But in the context of 3D, one point is added more to define 3D is what? Z-axis. So Z-axis, as I told you, is also direction. is also direction. So one a object was moving can move a object can move x-axis, and this is the direction, and same object can move y-axis on y-axis. This is also direction, but the direction is upward and downward. But z-axis, direction of the z-axis will be like this, cross, like this. Are you understanding? Y-axis is how? Like this. Y-axis is like this. Left, right. Y-axis upward, downward. But z-axis, cross, like that. This is the meaning of z-axis. Okay, there are differences between x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. But don't worry. You also can say z-axis, which means we can put something. We can put in solid state. It is also meaning of a z-axis. As I told you that z-axis, direction of z-axis is like this. So of course, x-axis and then y-axis. So of course we can put in this. And we can see what is in 3D shape. Okay. Gradually we will understand. So here we understood that in 3D shape we can put something. So in 2D shape, we can't we put anything? Yeah, your answer is correct. We can't put anything in 2D because there is no any space. Visualization, by visualization you can understand. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Here you can see where is a space. Where is a space to put anything? There is a space to put anything? No. Only object can move like that and like that. Only object can move. But object can't be put in 2D shape because 2D shape doesn't have a space. Same here. 3D shape has a space. This is what is the main difference between 2D and 3D shape. 2D shape will not have a space, whereas 3D shape will have a space to put anything. This is the difference. Now here written based on dimensions. 2D shape has 2 dimensions, length and breadth. Length, which means you can say we were talking about we were understanding by what x-axis and y-axis. Similarly, length, breadth. Length you can say this is length and this is breadth. Yeah, this is breadth and this is length. Length, how much is length, and this is how much is breadth. Okay, 2D shape has 2 dimensions because we are saying 2D. So 2D will have 2 dimensions, which are length and breadth. Similar, 3D shape will have 3 dimensions, which are x, y, z. But in standard word we say what? Length, breadth and height. Length, breadth and height. Yeah. So 3D shape has 3 dimensions, which are length, breadth and height. So here we understood our dimensions. It is very simple to understand it. Age visual. Age. What is age? Age is nothing. We see in our daily life. For example, it is just an example to understand about age. Age. Age visual. It is a visual age in 2D shape and 3D shape. Let's talk about first of all meaning of age. This is what? This is a object, which is a marker. So where is age in this marker. And this is a shape. This is a shape. Now tell me which one is the shape. This is a shape of you can say cylinder. You can say cylinder. But in details on the context of a cylinder we will explain. Okay, together. Is point was is. Can you tell that where is of this object? If not, then let me explain. This is is. This is is. This is is. But here we are not looking is. This is what a plastic surface. But this circle type. This is what we call is. This is circle type we call is. If you didn't understand, then these are examples that we look, that we notice, that we observe in our daily life. So it is not it is age. Age of age. It is a. You would say is. No, we are not talking about age. Is this. So where is of this object? Of course, yeah. This is is. This upward is. This upward is. I hope you understood. This is. Okay. One more. What? This is a book. This is a book of ink. No. Let's understand about is by visualization. Is. Now we understood through two examples about is. Now are you able to identify where is the is of this object? Can you tell me? Of course, this. Yeah, this. This is is. This is is. This is is. This is is. This is a surface, plastic surface. We want to say this is a is. This is is. This is is. This is is. This is is. Okay. All the is are clearly visible in 2D shape. So we will be able to see edges of 2D shape clearly. But in the case of a 3D, we will notice some edges of a 3D, and some edges will be hidden. For example, this is a 3D. This is a 3D. Did you notice that this is a 2D or 3D? This is a 3D. And 2D, example of a 2D is I am according to this board. I am object, and I can move like that, x-axis, and I can move like that, downward, upward. So this is y-axis, and this is x-axis. But where is the z-axis? No. Z-axis. For z-axis, I will go this side. I will go otherwise this side. Otherwise this side. Where is there is any space to go? For z. So this was the example of a 2D. Now this is the example of a 3D. Here, this is what? This is y-axis. This is y-axis, and this is the z-axis. But where is the z-axis? This is x-axis, and this is y-axis. Where is the z-axis? This is the z-axis. And as I told you that we can put something in a 3D shape. Of course, in this box was ink. for marker. So this is a space. This is a space. We can, of course, we can put anything in this box, which will be possible. So we understood that a 3D shape will have a space. Will have a space, but 2D shape will not have a space. And now, yeah, about edges we are already clear. So we were talking about some of the edges are hidden in 3D shape. This is a object of, this is a shape of a 3D. Now let's notice edges. Now how many edges can you notice of this 3D object? Of course, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Only 4. I think only 4 edges of this 3D shape you are able to what to notice visible edge. Now what about other edges of this 3D shape? Yeah, a lot of edges of this object you can't see. I am able to see, but these edges I am not able to see. So it will happen in the case of, in the figure of 3D shape. It will happen in the case of 3D shape. Clear? Now examples. Circle, a square, a rectangle or polygon. These are examples. These are examples of 2D. These are examples of 2D. And a cylinder. We were talking about this cylinder. This is not a cylinder, but this is a shape of a cylinder. Okay. Cube, and cuboid. This is a cuboid. We can say cuboid. Cube, which means side will be all sides of a cube will be equal. But here we can see all sides of this shape is not equal. That's why it is not cube. But rather than saying it a cube, we would say this is a cuboid. Cuboid, which means sides, almost all sides will be unequal. Now key points. There are some key points. 2D shapes have areas but no volume. Volume, which means a space. Of course, we understood by this example. 3D shapes have both areas as well as volume. This is area, this is area, this is area, this is area. But volume, it is saying about volume. Volume, which means a space. We can put anything. So this is a space, which means a volume. Okay, volume. So volume will be in the figure of 3D shape. So I hope you understood something. Just have a look. I am going to erase it. Now let's talk about perimeter. I hope you are familiar with the perimeter. Perimeter. What is the meaning of what's a perimeter? What's a perimeter? How would you explain it? Do you have any ideas, any words to explain it. Okay, let me explain. Perimeter. What is the meaning of a perimeter of a 2D shape and what is the meaning of perimeter of a 3D shape? Here we talk about all. First of all, we need to understand a simple meaning of perimeter. Perimeter, which means total distance, total length. Otherwise, you can say total length of any shape, whether they are solid and they are solid. No, they are 2D or 3D. It doesn't matter. When it comes to perimeter, then we notice that we are going to add all length of a solid, which we will get a perimeter. Okay. So, what is the meaning of perimeter? Now, are you able to explain it? Perimeter, which means total length of a shape, total length. But we will not repeat this same length. Remember, you have to avoid this. Repeat. Don't repeat. Okay, don't repeat. Okay. So total length of a solid is the meaning of perimeter. So now, as we said that whatever they are, whether they are a 2D or a 3D, it doesn't matter. Perimeter, it doesn't matter. Perimeter in the case of 2D or 3D will be measured total length of any shape. Perimeter of 2D shapes. 2D shapes. Okay. Perimeter of a 2D shape. We are going to take an example of perimeter of a 2D shape, which would be, for example, a square. A square is what? Is an example of 2D shape. This is what? For example, 6 centimeter. 6 centimeter. 6 centimeter. 6 centimeter. Let's name it A, B, C, D. Okay. This is an example of a 2D shape. Now, where is the perimeter of this 2D shape? It is our question. Of course, we understood about 2D shape, 3D shape. Now, we are talking about perimeter, meaning of perimeter. We have this 2D shape. 2D shape. We can't say this is what? This is a 3D shape. No, this is not a 3D shape. So, perimeter of this shape is where? I told you that total length and 1 point more, but total length of a boundary of a boundary of a shape is a perimeter. Now, can you tell me what is the total length of a boundary of this 2D shape? How much is there? This is a boundary. We have 4 boundaries. We have 4 segments. Here we are talking about perimeter. So, of course, we understood that the total length of shape will be calculated together. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus will be perimeter of this shape. 6 4 24 centimeter. This is what answer? 24 centimeter is perimeter of this solid shape. of this solid shape. 24 centimeter is the perimeter of this solid shape. And we added what? This length of this boundary and length of this boundary, length of this boundary, and we took all length of this boundary and we added together length of all this boundary of this 2D shape. We got 24 centimeter. 24 centimeter is perimeter. It can be also said circumference. I don't know exact spelling of circumference, yeah, circumference. Perimeter is also considered in other word, which is circumference of a shape. When it comes to what is a circumference, so we will add all lengths of a solid, then we will get total length of a circumference of a shape. Now let's take an example of 2D, 3D perimeter of 3D shape. 3D shape. What will be? We have cube. We have cube. We have what? Cube. We have cube, which lengths are equal 4 centimeter. Okay, 4 centimeter. Now you can tell me total length of circumference of this 3D shape. We have how much edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So of course we will multiply 12 by 4. Then we will get 48 centimeter. This is the total length of circumference. Okay. Rather than adding 4, we will notice we have how much 4? 12 times. We took 12. Then all sides, length of all sides is equal. That's why we took 1 time. Then we multiplied together. Then we have what total length of circumference of this 3D shape, which is 48 centimeter. I hope you understood. I hope this is crystal clear for you. Now let's move to we understood here about perimeter. Now let's talk about area. We talked about perimeter of a solid shape. Now it's a time to understand about area of a solid shape. About area of a solid shape. I have diagrams. Let me draw. First is a rectangle. Second is just a square. This is a square. Now third, which is triangle. Understood? This is a rectangle and this is a square. This is a triangle. This is a triangle. And our context is to understand about area of a solid shapes. We took solid shapes which are rectangle, square, triangle. Now let's find out formula of these solid shapes. Here we have what? Length and breadth. Breadth which means wide. This is length. We will consider it length. Okay. Now in the case of a square, all sides, as we know, all sides are equal. That's why we apply only one variable. It means all sides of this shape is equal. If measure length of this side is 6 centimeter, then of course measure of this side will be 6 centimeter. Also measure of this side will be 6 centimeter. Measure of this side will be 6 centimeter as well. But if you want to understand, if you notice carefully, then here you will realize this is we have two variables. In alphabet, which one is L, second is T. Here we don't have only one variable, same variable. No, we have two different variables, A and P. So meaning of these variables is, it is saying measure of this side is something and measure of this side is something else. This is the meaning of different variables. Understood? If we have only one variable 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, only one variable. So one variable is saying 4 times we have equal value. For example, we have 4 times what? 6. 4 times. 6 multiple 6 multiple 6 multiple 6. How much times? 4 times. It is the meaning of one variable of times of 4 times of 5 times. Okay. So here we have a variable and a variable is 4 times. 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. How much times? 4 times. So here we don't have different variables in this figure. Of course, only one, and one is same. This is one, this is the same. Of course, you can notice. So meaning is what? Meaning of this one variable, which are the 4 times value value measure of a side, measure of all sides of this shape is equal. But here we have two variables, which one is L and second is B. Now it is the same what? Measure of length of measure of this length, this is side, for example 4 centimeter. But measure of this side will be something else, for example 6 centimeter. So who is the same? These different variables, and we apply variables because we don't know measure value of measure of sides. That's why we use variables. Okay. Now in this case, this is a complicated. It's like a complicated triangle. First of all, let's name it. This will be known as base. Remember? And now let's take. We don't have exact side, exact length, exact height. You can say height. This is a height. Base. This is a base. You can say x is a base, y is a height or length. Okay. So here, if we don't have length or height, then we will draw a imaginary line which will be height. It will happen in the case of in the figure of a triangle. It will happen in the shape of a triangle. No. Okay. So here we have what? Two variables. Measure of this measure of B, measure of this side will be something, but measure of age, measure of height, this side will be something else. Don't worry, I am taking. Hold on. Now, area of this rectangle is what? We have length and breadth. So we want to take again length. We want to repeat. It will happen in the case of area. Here we have 2 times. We have a length which are 2 times. This is length and this is length. And this is breadth and this is breadth. Value measure of this is 5 centimeter. So measure of this will be also 5 centimeter because LL. So here measure of this side is 4 centimeter. So of course measure of this side will be 4 centimeter. So I told you we won't take again same side. We will take only one time. So L multiple B. And this is area of shape. And we represent it in mathematical. Okay. In mathematical area of shape. For example, this is just okay. This is example. This is just example. For example, length is 3 centimeter, and breadth is 5 centimeter. Clear? Now we will apply all these values in this formula. This is just formula. Now what is how much is the length of this set? 3 centimeter. 3 centimeter. And how much is the breadth of this shape? 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. Now we will get what area of this figure, which is 15 centimeter a square. We will apply a square in answer. A square will explain that we have a square. We have what area? We are we have a founded area of shape. This was just example. Okay. I hope you are crystal clear about it. Now I am moving to the next. Next is square. Now, how to represent area of this shape? How to represent area of this shape in mathematical with variable? Here we are looking A. Only A. So I told you before what? Before I told you that we won't take again same same side. We won't take. Here we have 4 times. A is 4 times. So we only will take 1 time. So A. Now how much? A is how much? 4 times. How much? 4 times. For example, this is 2 centimeter. Okay. So of course this will be 2 centimeter. 2 4 2 2 4 4 2 8 8 2 16 centimeter. 16 centimeter as well. This is area. Now, how would you represent area of a triangle? I am wrong. Here a square. Here would be a square. Here would be a square. 2 times. 1 and 2. This side and this side. Okay, parallel line. This is a parallel lines and this is a parallel lines. So we want to take one side of a parallel line. This is and this is. Okay. How much? 2 to the 4 centimeter. This is answer. Now in the case of this figure, we did half 1 2. Before this figure was like that. Now we divided into half. First of all we will write half. Then whatever we have h. Then b. This is what we represent. We write a formula of finding area of a triangle. Now let's suppose h is 6 centimeter. 6 centimeter. And this is a 5 centimeter. So 1 by 2 multiple 6 multiple 5. We have to simplify it. 2 3 is 6 and 3 5 are 15. 50 centimeter a square. So remember always a square will be applied in finding out of area of solids. Okay. Don't forget to apply a square. I hope we are clear till here. We have done. We tried found out area of. We try to find out area of this sense. We will have questions based on this formula. Don't worry. We will take this formula to apply in our question. When questions will come, just have a look. Area of a circle, sir. Area of a circle, sir. This is a circle. What will be formula? How to represent in mathematical area of shape? It is a very simple. Uh, this circumference, this total circumference is how much? Area of a circle. This is total length of this circumference is how much? 3.17. 3.17, which means 12 by 7, which is also means also what? Pi. Yeah, pi. Okay, pi. So we have two times. This is pi 3.17, and this is another pi. So we have how much pi? 2 pi. 2 pi. And this is a unit circle. Always remember, we are starting from unit circle. Unit circle, which means radius of circle, which is radius of 1 centimeter. So we have a radius. Now this is a formula to find out total length of a circumference, but we are talking about area of a circle. Just 2 pi r square. Just we will divide by 2, because here we have taken 2 times. We have taken 2 times, but we have to take how much time? Only 1 time. Only 1 time. Now we have pi r square. Pi r square. A square, you can also understand it is used for area, but it is not better to say that we are using a square root, so that we can say this is what we say area. No, here we are talking about area of a circle. So it means area is a 2 times. Area is but radius is a 2 times, of course. So when this is the radius of a circle, and now first of all this is one radius, and then it will rotate like this, which is a second radius. That's why we have taken 2 times radius. Okay. Now let's say a radius is of this circle is a radius is 4 centimeter. So area of this circle is pi r square 24/7. Okay. Now just you simplify it, then you will get answer in decimal. Okay. Exactly. This is a we found out area of circle. This is all. Now let's take some questions to do practice. To do practice. I have some questions. We have two figures, and now we have to find out, we have to calculate the total length of perimeter of these two shapes. We have two questions because we have two figures. So question is what? Find the perimeter. Perimeter, which means total length of a circumference of a solid shape. Now, this is not circle. This is not circle. This is a semicircle. Semi, which means half, half circle, half circle. Now, we don't have a radius. We have a diameter, which is value of a diameter. Measure of a diameter is how much? 2.8 centimeter. Am I right? We can calculate. We can find out. Measure of radius. It is very simple. You already found. Now, what is the length of this boundary? I am not saying this boundary. This curve. What is the length of this curve? We don't have a given measure of this curve length. When we will have measure of this curve length, then we will add measure of curve length with measure of diameter of this semicircle together, okay? And then we will get total length of this circumference. So we have a diameter given 2.8 centimeter, okay? This is a given. Radius will be 2.8 by 2 centimeter. Then multiply 2. 2 1 are 2, 2 4 are 8, 2 5 are 7 2 are 7 by 5. 7 by 5. Radius is 7 by 5 centimeter. Clear? Now we don't have a measure of curve length of this semicircle. So let's apply formula. Just we will add, okay, we will add. Two pi r by 2. We have what? Half. We have semicircle. This is a how we present formula. of a semicircle. Two, so here of course two will get cancelled. Pi or just value of pi is okay, and 7 by 5. 7 will get cancelled out. Then we have 12 by 5. 5 to the 5 4 the and 5 to the. Uh, 5 4 the 20, then 2 0. No. 4. So 4.4. 4.4 centimeter. And then we will add how much? 7 5 more. 7 by 5. 14 by 10, then 7 by 5. 10, 44, 5 to the 10, 14. 14 by 10, 5.8 centimeter. Total length of this curve and this diameter is 5.8 centimeter. This is its exact answer. This is exact answer. This is how we can solve to find out perimeter of a semicircle if diameter is 2.8 centimeter. Clear? Now let's move on this context. We have semicircle. We have semicircle. We have a square as well. But one side we don't have one side. So diameter is 2.8 centimeter. So radius will be 2.8 by 2. Okay. Now have a look at it. Then I will solve it. Shall I erase it? Now it's done. Semicircle. Just pi r. Okay, just pi r. We have 20 and 2.8. 5 by 7, 7 by 5, 7 by 5. 4. This is clear. Now here is we have what 1.5 and this is how much? 2.8. So of course we can say we have a rectangle. We have a rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle is L multiple B. 1.5 multiple 2.8. Am I correct? I think I did something wrong. We don't have four sides, we just have three sides. 1, 2, 3. Then only we will add. Total length of this is 2.8 plus 1.5, then plus again 1.5, then how much? 4.4. 4.4. 28 by 10, 15 by 10, 15 by 10. We removed decimal. Okay. 28, 15, 15, 44, 20, 30, 40, 80, 90, 100, 102 upon 10. We have how much? 10.2 centimeter, which is total length of circumference of this figure. How much?